you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. I give you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. May this fair land we love so well in dignity and freedom dwell. The worlds may change and go awry, while there is still a voice.
Five bugles and amigos. Ready? And by the center, we march.
may notice.
So ladies and gentlemen, the first one down will be the one to your left over there. He's got a brass canopy, complete ex-firefighter and parachute regiment. He'll be behind the parachute regiment's flag. And ladies and gentlemen, so for our first parachute today, can I get a big round of applause? Excellently done there. Okay, gentlemen, so for our second parachute coming in, can I get a big round of applause please for our second parachute today? Thank you. There we are. Team, round of applause please. Parachute descent. Flying the Union Jack Canopy. Can I get a big round of applause please for our last parachute descent today? Okay ladies and gentlemen, so
The gentleman in the green, I need a drink, are part of the Queen's Rangers. They are a loyalist American regiment that served the King. Fought valiantly in many a campaign. Did they not, Corporal?
Indeed, sir.
The gentleman in the red, I will come that way, are Coldstream Guards. The one on the right-hand side, on the right flank, is a Grenadier. Distinctive by his bearskin helmet and his match case worn upon his breast. Point your match case up. In this period they would not use grenades because people tended to throw them back. A bit like the game of hot potato. Next to him you have a battalion man wearing a cocked hat. Don't forget those over there. Hey, you. Battalion man, go look scruffy over there. Towards the corner. Oh, George, that was agile, mate. That was real agile, I like that. Right. Now, these soldiers carry the flintlock musket. Used in the British Army for over 200 years, simply because it was relatively cheap to produce and relatively reliable. Thank you. Previous to that, we had the matchlock. Fired by match, pretty much the same. Slightly more dangerous, slightly less reliable. After this, we moved to the percussion cap when reliability became better. But what we're going to do, we're going to give you a close-up demonstration of firing. As the gentleman said, these are relatively loud, similar to a firework, but we will give you plenty of warning. Gentlemen, for firing exercise, recover. Now these are a muzzle-loaded weapon. Queen's Rangers, have you gone deaf? Recover. I know you use slightly different orders, but take your position of prime. So these are muzzle-loaded weapons. And fired from the rear via flint. Now the first thing we have to do is gain access to the primer pan. Half cock, fire up. Sat upon the soldier's right hip. Your flints come out. You're going to get a flogging already, sir, aren't you? Who put your flint in, sir? Me? It was me. I can't flog myself, can I? Alright, get it back in the best you can. On the right hip, the soldier carries his cartridge box. Within, you would have either 19 or 29 rounds of gunpowder with ball. Handle, cartridge. Now the soldier bites the top part of the cartridge off, gets a mouthful of gunpowder, and he has to pour the small portion into the priming pan at the rear of the piece. Right. Now to enable us to fire, we need to shut the pan. Shut pans. The pan cover acts as part of the firing mechanism as well. What's my next manoeuvres? Oh, thank you. Then we need to gain access to the barrel, so the soldier nimbly casts the musket. About, cast! And loads the charge within. Load. Now obviously we are not firing ball, because the insurance company don't like us to. The powder is poured down the barrel, and now we need to remove the ramrod and ram everything safely at home. Withdraw ramrod. Enter. Ram. And the charges round home. Now, it is said that the British soldier can fire 3 rounds a minute, compared to the Americans that would need to be using rifles who could only fire 1. Replace! Recover! Now, for health and safety reasons, we won't fire directly over your head. Again, the insurance company don't like it. Gentlemen, to your left, face! Down. Who's got a spare hand? Shut up. You need to come hands over your ears and open your mouth and go, ah. Do we go up? Adults, would you like to demonstrate to your children how to cup your hands over your ears and go, ah? If I can't hear you do it, I'm not firing the cannon in a minute. Come on. Thank you. Now you've had the safety briefing, you can't sue me. Gentlemen, God, fire up. Make ready. Present. There is no aim in the 18th century. It is a smoothball weapon. There is no accuracy. Everybody go, ah. In volley. Fire. Do we have any misfires?
Yes, sir.
Clear your muskets. Now, a flint can last from 1 to 50 firings. As I said, not very reliable, you couldn't tell. There is a lot that goes on within a musket. The flint flies forward, hopefully, striking the frizz and causing a shower of sparks to fall within the priming pan, igniting the powder to ignite the charge to make everything go bang. There's a lot of complications in that. Gunpowder, when moist, goes to a soggy mess. If the steel is not case hardened properly, it does not create a spark. Are these muskets clear? The windows are over 200 yards away. There is quite a blast. So please do, especially with children, open your mouths, cup your hands over your ears. You'll be fine. Do not. Look, there's a nice lady over there doing a demonstration as she walks around. Right, gentlemen, are you ready? Now, this is the lightest field gun of the American Revolution. It is said that 8 men could carry that gun on their shoulders across the field. I have to challenge the gun crew to see if they can actually carry it. They will do a demonstration later, maybe. Now, being a field gun, it would move with the regiment in battle. So, as well as its gun crew, you would have rangers, light infantry, whatever available soldiers there were, to act as guardians. Because the cannon, whilst it's reloading, which takes roughly a minute to 2 minutes, is very vulnerable to our cavalry attack, infantry attack. So we will send skirmishers out to protect the gun. Corporal? So we need to set out this piece. As I said, it's a light 3-pounder. Guns would range from 3, 6, 12 to big siege guns at 16 and 24 pound. So the matrosses have to set the gun out. The ammunition box is carried on the trail and needs to be placed safely to the rear. The simple reason, we don't want an aerial view of the battlefield. Again, it is a muzzle loading piece. Breech loading did not come into a lot later. Now we're going to do a dry run first, Corporal, so please hold your ammunition. As I said, very susceptible, because they're really slow, aren't they? Absolutely terrible, this lot. You look like a military man, sir. Yeah? Fair play. These are untrained volunteers. They do it for the love of making noise, basically. Are you ready, Corporal, finally? I'm just enjoying my sherry here. Man your pace.
Man the pace.
Obviously in battle, this would be done in a much quicker pace. Rangers, secure the gun. Right, so the first job is to enter a corkscrew-like implement called a worm to ensure there is no charge left within the barrel or any coke cans from the previous night.
Worm.
That was pushed down the barrel, twisted, and any paper charge, Hessian bag, would be pulled out. Now our second matros has to enter a lamb's wool sponge to extinguish any charges within. Now at this point, our pesky rangers and light infantrymen would be firing several rounds to repel any enemy advance. Have you sponged?
Sponge.
Now our third matros is now commanded that the gun is safe to bring the charge from the rear.
Handle. Charge.
Safely carrying the fresh air. We won't fire the first round, just to give you an idea, and then we can move at a quicker pace for you. Load your charge.
Load.
And the second matros has spun his sponge to have a solid rammer, and he will ram charge and ball firmly home.
Ram.
Now this gun is capable of firing a solid ball about the size of a cricket ball, or a grape shot, which is a Hessian bag with musket balls impregnated into the bag, basically like a shotgun. What's he doing now? It's been almost a year since he's actually played with the cannon, so give him some Joe.
Prick and prime.
And the command prick and prime, and the Rangers will fall to the rear.
Fire and retire.
Did I say to go that far back? When we had that meeting, did I say to go that far back? Okay. And our corporal has pierced the charge from the rear, entered a powder impregnated goose quill, or poured loose powder into the vent hole at the rear, and the gun is now ready to fire. So I'll
Fire when ready.
And when he says fire when ready, please do cup your hands over your ears, because that will go back. Reload your piece.
Reload the piece.
You may fire. Take your men forward, Corporal.
Light infantry. To tree.
I don't see no trees, but you carry on.
Prime and load.
He's got a vivid imagination, that lad, I'll tell you.
Handle charge.
So whilst the gun's been loaded, our Rangers are nimbly loading their muskets, which they could have done back there, and covering our artillery company.
Load.
Come on, get those rounds firing. Fire when you're... There you go, they see some pesky cavalrymen moving through the trees. Keeping them at bay. Isn't the smell of gunpowder lovely?
Prime.
It is.
And prime. Fire and retire, light infantry.
That was 2 rounds. There we go. And the light infantry come safely to the rear, because we don't want to kill them with grape shot. That's what spoils the effect of it.
Fire when ready.
Right, cup your hands over your ears. Fire Gentlemen, you ready? You're miles away from it, kid. Oh dear. Dead quill. Now we got the choice of safety procedures. That ain't going. That's dead. Recoil it. Unfortunately, it looks like the coils may have got a little bit damp. Load it, load it.
Priming line!
Fire when ready.
Fire when ready!
Hopefully. Otherwise I've got a game on my hands. Told you it was a bit louder. Bring your Rangers forward, Corporal. Quickly, sir. Or I will have you all flogged. Time, sir. At the beginning of the war, the Queen's Rangers weren't trusted by the King, being as they are loyal Americans. We don't trust Americans. They're not loyal. Not all of them. So they had to prove themselves. So they were used as guards for our artillery, and they were also put on the pieces. So we could keep a careful eye on the scoundrels.
Yep.
Keep going, German.
Pull the fire up, boys! Low!
Now this is all part of the cunning plan.
Brick and prime! Light infantry! Fire and retire!
Oh, you got him, sir. Oh, Derwin loves to go bang. He absolutely loves it.
Private fire when ready!
He's got none left. Oh, sharing is caring, you know.
Word!
Can you fire that cannon a bit slower, because they can't load quick enough. Would you like a couple more rounds out of that cannon? Why not, eh? It's only powder. At that time, the British soldier was only permitted to fire one live round a year because of expense. So they were always aiming more towards the legs because the kick, the musket, would hit the body. Most British soldiers ended up firing over people's heads. They were terrible shots.
Fire as you bear! Round!
That's a good, reliable musket there. Sir, is that one of mine? That's my musket. How are we doing? They're running out of range, mate.
Okay. Brick and prime! Light infantry! Fire and retire!
I told you should have been in the middle. You wouldn't have to shout so loud.
Fire when ready!
Oh, Wayne's brave. You won't mess with Wayne.
Reload the piece! Word!
No, the big one's next. Let's just have one more. Now the next round is exceptionally bigger than the others, hopefully, because I had to use some powder up. Now the flame of that cannon comes out some 12 foot. If you're really lucky and you don't jump, you may catch it on your camera. You've got a 4 foot flame comes out the vent hole, 12 foot out the barrel. Are you out, sir? Alright. The Rangers are empty, they've all been slaughtered by cavalry. It doesn't matter, they are loyal.
An honour to die for His Majesty the King, sir.
And you will die too, sir. I'm hiding behind that big gentleman over there, you know, when we go into battle with you. Now, unless you lot make some noise, he's not going to fire that cannon. Did I tell you how much gunpowder's cost nowadays? That's really not enough. Come on. Fire at will, Sergeant.
Fire when ready!
Oh, hang on, I shouldn't say fire at will, because his name's Will. They done that once, they turned the gun on him. Oh dear. Never. Normally Will doesn't do the firing bit, so we gotta be nice to him. Besides which, his dad might beat me up. Here we go. Or not. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to make them boo. Hey, told you. It's great because I'll tell you what, I'll start talking again, shall I? Alright. It's great because my good partner down there, we were invited. Oh, I'm talking now. Go on, fire the gun. Are you sure, mate? There we go. Close your piece, form your line. Facing your public, sir. With your mouth if you can. Yes, as I said, we were invited to open the gardens at the American Museum in Bath.
God save the King!
Sergeant of Guards, I just promoted you. Bring the men to the shoulder.
Shoulder, fire.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our display. Very
retired as a very experienced aircraft engineer and airline pilot. There's also an SE-5A replica, and I think that's the one with the smoke coming out. The pilot is Squadron Leader Dave Linney, XRAF fighter pilot on Harriers from 1971 to 85, and he's been flying since 1965. And there's a Mark V Oster, which is ex-D-Day veteran with much wartime service. And the pilot, Martin Baldock, is ex-service and airline pilot. And I think you'll agree that having those babies flying around
They are now producing a flank to hit the enemy from 90 degrees on, where Charlie fire team is now giving cover and fire, while Delta splits off into Alpha and Bravo and completes individual fire movement. The enemy is now dead. Delta team is going to fight through and complete with a reorg. Charlie team is now going to run the proven route that was covered by Delta team, and they're going to do an all-round offence to make sure that they are now protected. When the two ICs gun round to check ammunition and any injuries, the scout will then lead off out the area, and that would be our demonstration of an efficient attack complete. Thank you for watching.
You a toast, ladies and gentlemen. I give you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. May this fair land we love so well in dignity and freedom dwell. The worlds may change and go awry, while there is still a voice to cry. There's a busy to you. Surely you're proud, shout it aloud, Britain's awake. The Empire too, we can depend on you. Freedom remains, these are the chains, nothing can break. There'll always be an England, and England shall be free. If England means as much to you as England means to me, red, white and blue, what does it mean to you? Surely you're proud, shout it aloud, Britain's awake. The Empire too, we can depend on you. Freedom remains, these are the chains nothing can break. There'll always be an England, and England shall be free. If England means as much to you as England means to me. Thank you very much, thank you. So you might have seen me before. Hello, if you haven't, welcome. And if you know me as well, you know that I like musical theatre. So this is a song from the 40s from a musical called Wizard of Oz, and it's called Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up when the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Hey, if happy little bluebirds fly beyond that rainbow, why